Hello everybody, I am Moldy West, and this is Crashlands 2 once again. In the last episode, we finally found Baary, and now he wants us to do things for the people in his town, and one of them wants us to go into people's houses and steal their scrolls. That ain't no scroll. This looks like a scroll. Borrowing. Oh, a primer on the creatures of the bog, huh? Every page is scribbled out. Yep, sounds about right. You didn't see me borrowing scrolls from your house, did ya? Good. Anyway, other houses. Where are other houses? I don't know my way around Meshopolis yet, and I'm not sure if I'm able to borrow these things during the day. There's some scrolls. Yep. I think it just became day, and now I'm not allowed to do it. I was told to do it at night and not to let anyone see me. Fine, I'll do your quest, Scooch. Welcome to the Palace of Scooch. Palace? What makes this nest a palace? The only thing that matters. Vision. You see, I'm on the brink of becoming wealthy and the most wealthy and valuable citizen of Meshopolis. And now that you're here, you've got a once-in-a-lifetime chance of getting in on the ground floor. The ground floor of what exactly? Well, I've got an incredible idea that'll take Roanoke by storm. I'd pitch you, but what if you try to get to the market before I do? I promise I won't, but if it makes you feel better, I've already signed many an NDA in my day. A what? What's that? A non-disclosure agreement. It's a contract that says I'll keep things secret. Ooh, you signed a contract. How official. So you have to keep whatever I tell you secret? Well, I haven't signed a contract about your shit, and I'm sure to babble about that whenever I get drunk, which is all the fucking time. But we'll just see what happens. Yep, and Flux has signed multiple NDAs, which means he really has to keep this conversation secret. Top secret, so go ahead, pitch her. Okay, here goes. Imagine a beverage, an elixir to be precise. 1 sip invigorates the mind and stimulates the muscles. 2 sips lets you move like the wind. So, an energy drink? Sounds kind of like snake oil, the way you described it. Yes, but unlike other energy drinks, this one has a powerful bonus effect. It's going to make me rich. There's just one tiny little problem. Let me guess. You've got this incredible idea, but no skills, no experience, no resources, and no plan, right? Basically, no way of executing it. Precisely! But I've taken care of the hardest part, having a great idea. Once you've got that, everything else takes care of itself. Or in this case, you take care of all those pesky details, and we'll split the profits 50-50. Wait, so you have the idea and we do all the work while you, stand around and then you get half of the profits? That doesn't seem fair. How about 90-10? You make a very good point. It would be foolish of me to give up half of the profits. The idea is truly everything. I'm sold. I'll take 90, you take 10. You got that backwards, bitch. So, now that we've got the particulars figured out, what are you going to do first? Well, we need an actual drink first. I know a Wayloid who's pretty good at coming up with flavor combinations. I can talk to her about your idea. Has she signed an NDA? She's covered by Fluxes. What a powerful contract. Her cut can come out of your share. Now hurry, we're wasting time. And now we're working on an energy drink scam. Fantastic. We gotta do this for everybody in Meshopolis. God damn. Alright, what do you have for me? I can't talk to you through a fence, but I can slip into your house and steal your stuff. Like this recipe for wick powder pit. And you got a treasure chest here that I can't seem to open. And scrolls that I can't borrow because it's broad daylight, as if that was important. You weren't even looking at me, but fine. Tookes. Squaw, what are you doing here? Be careful! Did you touch anything? Yes, I touched everything. What? No. Good, don't! Everything I own is incredibly delicate and expensive. Even I try not to touch anything. What's the point of having stuff if you can't use or touch it? Oh, but I do use it. I use it to make everyone else jealous. Is that working? It doesn't seem like anyone cares. Of course, it seems that way. They're pretending not to care because they're incredibly jealous. People who seem like they don't care actually care the most. Well, Baary sent me to help the people of Meshopolis, but you seem like you're doing perfectly fine, so I'll just be on my way. What? Fine? You think I'm doing fine? Obviously. Look at all the delicate and expensive stuff you have. Seems like you're in a pretty good spot. Having expensive things doesn't mean I don't have problems. I actually have a huge problem I need help with. Okay, what kind of problem are you talking about? Is it dinosaur related? Or is it pumpkin related? Because I will solve one of those, so long as it's not pumpkin related. Look at my porch. What do you see? I see a porch. I don't know. It looks like everyone else's porch. Exactly! And my dining room table is so conventional. A terrible, terrible plight. I need something exotic, something exquisite, something to make everyone understand I have the best taste in Meshopolis. Imported design from the Tendram is the way to do it, I think. I need Tendramic trellis floors for my porch and a gorgeous big popwood table. You want us to bring you some furniture? Not just any furniture, imported furniture from the mantle, and then Baary willing, my nest will be the highlight of all Meshopolis. Okay, so is it nighttime now? Can I raid your scrolls? No, apparently not. So we'll get you your popwood tables and Tendramic trellis floors. So you just want help redecorating? I can do that for you. But only because I need to do that to make Baary do what I need Baary to do. And yeah, you're done researching that. Ooh, a new dagger. Also this. And yeah, we got other things to pick out from Clewick and Garden. But first, that table has to be made. And those floors. So which of these things is a big popwood table? Yeah, big pop table, but I'm lacking the bark. Lacking the bark. Wicker fence, thatched fence. Where was those trellis floors? Yeah, here we go. We can make those. You need 12. There you go. That's enough for you. And yeah, we gotta talk to Owie about the fucking elixir, and you do your smirching of your researches, and yeah, the cuticle control. You make that poke axe, and you can further improve our yeet tree seeds. That's how we'll do this. And we'll just chop down some pop trees, because that is what we need. And I probably should attract the thing that I need to make in order to progress, but I did not think to do that, because I are the dingus. You know how dingusy I can be. But maybe we got enough. Maybe I'm heading back into the cabin under-equipped for making a thing that I need to make. Or maybe I'm just overthinking stuff, because I tend to do that sometimes. I need more goddamn bark. Bark acquired. Table. Okay. That's what we need for fucking Tukes, I think was their name. Also, it's nighttime, which means it's time to raid people's houses! Pardon me, coming in here. Where's your scrolls? You ain't got no scrolls. What did I just find? Arsonist's gas can. Okay. But scrolls, that's what we need before the sun comes up, and then I gotta wait for another night to come by. That's just... I'll give you yourself in a minute, Tukes. I gotta just steal your shit first. borrow your scrolls. What's that scroll on top? 50 Shades of Greige. How to spice up your interiors? Yep, we all know what that book's about. Coloring things gray. Now let's just yank more scrolls out of this person's house. Scrolls. These scrolls are mostly blank. Unfortunate. Well, that doesn't mean we're done borrowing them yet. We gotta borrow a few more before the sun comes up. I think I already went into your house and did it. I think. Yeah, your scroll shelf is gone. I rated that shit good. Let me see my map. Which of these houses have I... Ah, yeah, there's one up here to the right. And by right, I mean north. And by north, I mean northeast. Because that's to the direction of the northeast. And you got scrolls in here? Pardon me stealing your shit. Agree to disagree. How to have a difficult conversation with family. Okay. That takes care of one request. I think. I do believe I got all them scrolls. Praise be, Baary brought me the scrolls just as I asked. Baary didn't do jack shit. Wait, what? Don't you mean Flux brought you the scrolls? We are all part of Baary. From his fungal greatness we come, and to his sporific decay we return. Anything Flux does is because Baary wills it. Yeah, let's go with that. What are you gonna do with all these scrolls? Start a scroll lending program? What? Why would I do that? I'm going to burn all of these! Knew it! Book burning, baby! As followers of Baary, we don't need to concern ourselves with knowledge beyond Baari's reach. Why would we? Baary knows all! He doesn't, though. He really doesn't. Aren't you worried that over time you and all of Baari's other followers will just not know anything anymore? We know enough that's important, which is whatever his fungal greatness wants us to know. That's a strategy, I guess. Well, on the upside, they'll be too fucking stupid to fight back when they get raided and destroyed in the future. Once these scrolls are destroyed, we can fill our scroll boxes with the vast knowledge of Baary. You'll want to do that too. Here, take this. Now you can collect the lore of Baary too. After all, knowledge is power, and we should all empower ourselves with the tenets of Baary. Speaking of, I have to thank Baary for bringing me all these scrolls to burn them on the pyre of his greatness. Praise Baary! Well, have fun destroying knowledge. And that is a scroll box. Okay, that's one request down. Make that 2 requests because I got that furniture you wanted. Furniture delivery. Oh, praise Baary, I knew he would come through for me. Let me just get these things installed. I knew it, it looks incredible. Yeah, it looks great. You know, it took a lot of work to, import these things. How about some compensation? What? Oh, sure, whatever. Take this. I no longer have any use for it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to thank Baary for these beautiful pieces. Yeah, you're off to do that. I'm taking this. Leather furniture. Nice. Alright, now that request is taken care of, we can put more focus on that energy drink scam we're getting roped into. So we'll have to go and talk to Owie, and then gather materials for that exact thing, and possibly use my lying skills about that NDA thing to get all the profits for myself. And before I go doing that, okay, yeah, everyone's researching something, if they're able to. Hey, Owie, I've got a bit of an unusual task I need your help with. Color me intrigued. What do you need? I need your ass. We're helping this Brubus in Meshopolis with his idea for a new kind of energy drink. Oh, interesting. Tell me more. That's it. That's his whole idea. A new type of energy drink. Is he one of those idea guys I've heard about We don't have a lot of those in the abyssal shelf. We were too busy developing actual skills. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm trying to win the favor of an annoying fungal god being, so we're kinda stuck helping this Brubus make his energy drink. Say no more. I'll see what I can come up with. So, does that mean you have to do a research? Yes, it is. Well, you can, finish up that dagger research you're doing. And while I'm thinking about it, oh, I've already got everything I need for this pickaxe upgrade, or... yeah, that is an upgrade over what I've got. Now I can pick things even harder. And this guy needs some yeet bark and some leather. So, yeah, also that. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a plant chopper, not a dagger. This is a dagger, and I need yeet petals, which I cannot currently fathom how the means of acquiring them. Well, fuck me in the ass, why don't you? Anyway, you're done with that. And done with that. So you can get started on that while we figure other things out. Some bolas, as in the thing, like these balls on a rope that just spin around and throw at a guy who's running, and it tangles up his legs and trips him, and he smashes his face into the ground and sues the fuck out of you for it. That kind of bola. I can very much use that kind of bola. Or are we talking Ebola? Because Ebola is something else entirely. Something that you don't want to be throwing at guys unless you want them to diarrhea themselves to death. Anyway, you get started on that. Electroplate. Spark collector. Yeah, the plate seems more important than collecting sparks. Also, I got that recipe for another pickaxe upgrade, which calls for cuticle plate, which comes from adamantuft, which I have yet to encounter. And those are creatures I have not yet seen. And a live wire, which I can't get just yet, and pucus. Well, pew-pews, or pupa, or pew, whatever the fuck you call these monsters, I have yet to encounter. So, while energy drink research is being done, we'll go see what the other Brubus want. We've got two others we have not yet talked to. And they got shit being done. And I also happened to notice one of them was named Nixul, which I believe is Kleewick's sister. He was very concerned about her running off through the fog. Hello, you must be new here, enjoying the sights of Mashopolis? So far, so good. I'm Flux, and this is Juicebox. I'm Cheeky. What brings you around here? That's a long story, but the end of it is Baary asked me to help the people of Mashopolis, so do you need help with anything? Actually, yes. I'm sure you can tell by looking at me that I'm something of a naturalist. A master naturalist. I popped my fucking jaw saying master like that, and it hurt. Ow. Anyway, you're a master naturalist. I know everything there is to know about nature and animals. Everything, huh? That's a lot. It certainly is, but there are certain people in Mashopolis who seem to think they know more than I do, which is impossible. I have to prove them wrong. Prove them wrong about what? Some people, unenlightened ones, think Shmoo and Wurgles are natural enemies simply because they always kill each other on sight. Seems like a reasonable conclusion to me. Yes, natural enemies usually do murder the fuck out of each other the second they see each other. Well, Well, you're wrong. Under the right conditions, Shmoo and Wurgles can coexist peacefully, and I'm going to prove it. How? It's quite simple. Put some Shmooma, those full-grown Shmoo, in a small enclosed space with juvenile Wurgles with no exits. Bam! Instant friendship. That seems like a very bad idea. I don't think this is going to play out exactly like that. Who's the expert here? Probably not you. Me! I'm the expert! Well, I guess my theory was wrong, and I can prove my theory. I just need someone strong to capture a couple Shmooma for me. That's where you come in. Capturing Shmooma will be easy with this gadget I've invented. All you have to do is find a Shmooma, stun it, and then use the gadget to compress it down. Compressing a Shmooma won't kill it? Of course not! Shmooma are gelatinous and squishy. They can compress down to the size of a diddy pod with no ill effects. If you say so, we'll give it a shot. So, I just vacuum up a Shmooma with this thing after stunning it. Sounds reasonable enough. Now, where do I... There it is. I'll just put that on top of my fog balm for now. And we'll just... Yeah. That's, You're not a full-sized Shmooma, though. I need something full-sized if I am going to be cramming it into my pocket and putting it in a fenced-in area with a couple baby versions of its natural enemy. But that's a thing we're gonna have to worry about in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope to see you again in the next one. God. Bye.